At this point, the Tesla Cybertruck has been out for 6 months. It's still a very new truck, but many customers have taken delivery. As with all new things, and new things from Tesla as well, they can come with first production issues. Tesla tends to use their early runs of a new vehicle as the testing grounds to improve future iterations of a vehicle. I very much experienced this in 2020 when I bought one of the first 2100 Model Ys. I had all sorts of issues with it initially, and some were the first time the service center had seen the issue. Certain parts also weren't available yet, since the car was so new. While the Cybertruck delivers a lot of great things, it also is facing some problems, so today we're going to detail all the latest Cybertruck issues that owners are facing. Let's get into it, and a special thanks to Nomad for sponsoring this video. To start off with, let's talk about some Cybertruck issues that are being blown out of proportion. For one, the Cybertruck recently had a full recall. They briefly paused production, and then every single truck delivered thus far had to be recalled. This wasn't a software fix, it was a physical recall for a real problem with the accelerator pedal cover. The cover would slide off the pedal, resulting in it pressing down the accelerator. The brake overrides that, but still, this definitely wasn't a good thing at all. The truth of the matter, though, is Tesla recalled 3,878 trucks, and that's all. Many simply see the term recall for the Cybertruck and think everyone has to return their truck to Tesla, and that they are all completely useless now. But the fix here is a really simple rivet that Tesla installs to keep that cover in place. This was a real issue that needed fixing, but it has been remedied on new trucks and is being fixed for existing customers. The other issue we've heard a lot about is rust. A couple customers complained about small rust spots on their trucks after rain, and many have taken this to mean that the Cybertruck can't be rained on, or the whole thing will rust. The truth here from the Cybertruck's lead engineer is that, quote, stainless is reactive and free iron that sits on it will rust. It's surface contamination only and can be cleaned off easily. So no, the Cybertruck isn't actually looking like this rust-wrapped one, even though it kind of looks cool. With that said, the front trunk pinch was an issue for a while on the Cybertruck. We saw many different carrot tests, where when the front trunk would close down, it easily chomps a carrot because the sensor didn't seem sensitive enough, and the panels are so sharp. In Tesla's latest version of software, they have improved this a lot, with demos showing it sensing objects while closing, and we further learned that it's actually using a learning algorithm that should get better with time. With that said, it's still always a good idea not to put your fingers in any closing trunk. When I reviewed the Cybertruck back in January, we had an issue with the screen going black and had to take it in for service that day. Luckily, they were able to fix that issue the same day, but now that this truck is in the wild, many owners are having a number of issues. Now again, it's important to keep in mind that for those owners who love their Cybertrucks and haven't had any issues, they likely aren't posting about it. So it is very easy to see a bunch of issues posted and think every Cybertruck is doomed. That's not the case, but these are unacceptable issues for a brand new $100,000 vehicle. Regarding the Cybertruck's glass, it uses Tesla armor glass and can withstand a lot. It holds up against a baseball being thrown at it, and can even thwart break-in attempts by not shattering in the traditional way. Still, owners have experienced problems with this. This owner, posting on the Cybertruck Owners Forum, said that their windshield cracked on delivery day. The point of origin for the crack is at the base of the windshield, and doesn't at all seem related to damage that happened here. It seems related to the Cybertruck's build itself. They were quoted about $2,300 for the fix and haven't updated yet if it will be covered by warranty. It very much should be, and Tesla should be able to fix it, but that's extremely frustrating for your literally brand new truck. Dirty Tesla had an interesting experience with his Cybertruck A-pillar glass. Apparently this piece of glass isn't armor glass, and he said that he simply walked outside to find his window shattered with nothing on the Sentry cam showing that anything happened to it. No clear what happened here, but this is a very unfortunate situation. He says that they are covering it under warranty, since there isn't an impact point, and that they are having him in for service 11 days after it broke. Just to throw some contrast in there, this owner said, "I've had zero issues with mine, I love it." This owner had a suspension issue with their truck. They said, quote, "I was parking in a parking lot and put the vehicle in off-road extract mode to lift the suspension. Still, while parked, after a few minutes, I heard a pop and the suspension lowered with error message, air suspension unable to raise. Functionality may be restored on next drive. I drove about 8 miles to my nearest Tesla showroom." The big thing here that we're seeing more and more with the Cybertruck is that when it has an issue like this, it can be a very long wait to get it fixed. Quote, "To my disappointment, Tesla service currently says it will take just over a month to get parts to fix this issue. I am not yet sure what parts or specifically what the issue is, other than it's estimated to be fixed by June 7th. That's around a month wait. Jason Collins on X posted about his Cybertruck. He owned it for 6 hours and then received errors with charging. Now he says that it is undrivable and the repair timeline is 4+ weeks for him. Maybe that timeline will be able to move up, but 4+ weeks is always going to be frustrating, especially on a brand new truck. A Cybertruck owner on Facebook posted their errors after 101 miles. They said there are a multitude of issues popping up, like adaptive ride control disabled, electrical system is unable to support all features, rear axle steering disabled, power reduced, and more. Apparently a scroll wheel reset makes them disappear for a bit, but they come back. A user on X posted about his Cyber Beast, saying it has been at the service center for 23 of the 30 days that they have owned it. Again, this is kind of what I experienced with my Model Y early on. I was so excited to be a new buyer, but I ended up driving a Model S loaner multiple times for multiple stretches in the first couple months. It was really frustrating, and we really are seeing the same with the Cybertruck here. It's another reason why patience for the Cybertruck can definitely pay off. It will depreciate in time, become more widely available, have more options, and have these issues solved so that you don't have to deal with them. Next, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Nomad. Nomad builds tools for the modern nomad, making great tech accessories for those who see devices as essential elements of their day-to-day. This is their signature modern leather case for the iPhone and AirPods Pro. It is built with heritage tanned Horween leather and elevates the look and feel of your iPhone and or AirPods while offering rugged protection. They fit great and perfectly protect these products. This is their sport band for the Apple Watch, which I'm wearing right now. It's lightweight, breathable, and constructed from soft, flexible FKM rubber for all-day comfort. Then they make MagSafe wireless chargers built of solid metal and glass. This is their Stand 1 Max, a 3-in-1 MagSafe charger for your iPhone, AirPods, and Apple Watch in one sleek package. This is the Base 1 Max, a similar product but in a flat form factor. Then this is the Charge Key. It's a sleek and minimal braided cable that's always with you. Here I have it as a lightning cable charging my phone. It's always with me and incredibly convenient when something needs a charge. To check out these accessories for yourself, click the link in the description below and use code RyanShaw10 for 10% off all of your accessories. Speaking of more options, Tesla is still rolling with Foundation Series Cybertrucks, but they have now introduced 2 new options. First is a different interior option. Instead of white paneling on the doors, you can choose a tactical gray interior. Then you can choose between the wheels we have seen thus far or their new 20-inch core wheel with aero cover. Now, arguably, this could be seen as an issue for the Cybertruck. These new wheels do deliver up to 340 miles of EPA range on the all-wheel drive and 320 on the Cyber Beast, but the look is oof. I want to like these because of their practicality, but compared to the current wheels with covers, it makes a huge difference for the Cybertruck's look. Maybe these will look better in the wild or with third-party covers, but they definitely take away from the overall design language of the Cybertruck. Regardless, options like this just became available, and in time we'll likely see more, so it could be another reason for eager customers to be a bit patient. Another Cybertruck owner had an issue where it said loss of system redundancy detected. According to them, the parts were similarly unavailable for 2 whole weeks. Especially when we see Cybertrucks pouring out of Giga Texas, it's frustrating to see this. Tesla is focused on selling new trucks more than they are on fixing current trucks on the market. They finished their post saying, quote, "Very unhappy Cybertruck beta series owner." That really is what it's starting to feel like with this many issues. Now, getting in an accident in a Cybertruck is much different than it having issues that shouldn't be there, but still accidents happen, and repair times for the Cybertruck right now are very bad in some cases. This owner says, quote, "I've been waiting since the end of March here in Tampa for a parts and labor quote. They claim they have to send the parts list to an engineering team, and then they have to quote the labor. Then, to top it off, said it could be 6 months for repair due to parts availability." This other owner had an air suspension adjustment issue and showed all of the error messages that were present under the service menu. Most recently, they said, quote, "My service center has been working on it with the engineering team. We might have it resolved. The 14.3 update may have fixed the ECU, thinking there was an error. If not, we have a game plan for the next steps." Abstract Ocean is a brand of vehicle and Tesla accessories, and their Cybertruck seems to be having repeated issues. They posted a video scrolling through what seems to be an endless list of alerts in the service menu and added, "This is just for today. Goes to the service center tomorrow for a persistent safety restraint issue. Second attempt at a fix. Also, driver's seat won't move forward, so we'll be driving in super laid-back mode." Another owner posting on X said that their Cybertruck has been in service 3 separate times within the first 15 days that they had it. We don't have details on what it was in for, but this very much reflects my early Model Y experience. On the other side of things, as far as repair times are concerned, RP on X said, quote, "Just picked up my Cybertruck from Kansas City Service Center, got 40 miles down road, headed home in rain, and wiper quit working. Now towing to Service Center was awesome while it lasted. That was on April 25th. Then on May 2nd, they updated saying, quote, follow up, Tesla made it right, ordered parts, made repair in 2 business days, and I love the truck. It's unbelievably good. Another frustrating, unacceptable issue right after delivery, but Tesla did take care of this one quickly. This owner also had to take their truck to service right after delivery, saying, good news, picked up the Cybertruck Beast, bad news, first trip was to the service center. This was for a camera alignment, so seemingly a minor issue. There are other issues similar to these with owners having to take their trucks in for service shortly after buying it. This customer had coolant leaking from their truck at 35 miles and claims their warranty is already voided as a result. That seems to be a miscommunication with Tesla service in my opinion, and this likely will be covered, but we'll see once they update. Regardless, this was their delivery day experience for a Cybertruck, charging it a supercharger and then getting it towed to a service center. As far as physical issues, this owner claims that an exterior panel flew off on the freeway and that they were unable to find it. We've seen a couple issues like this from other owners, and one of them is especially bad. This piece on the front pillar peeled away after a bolt came loose while driving. Dirty Tesla had this exact experience with his truck and added, yes, it's dumb. Luckily it was an easy fix. There is a nut that comes loose and the rest is just clips, so high end can make it bend. Tesla replaced the piece under warranty. So while it may be easy for Tesla fans to want to claim these things could have been caused by owners tampering with their trucks for views, it is happening to people who are supportive of Tesla as well. He made a video detailing his service experience getting this and other issues fixed. Another big issue that has made news a lot has to do with washing the Cybertruck. One owner posted about their experience with the Cybertruck after taking it through a car wash. After, his touchscreen stopped working and most have assumed it's due to the car wash. Apparently that's what Tesla service told him, and they said it wasn't covered since in the Cybertruck owner's manual, it clearly states, failure to put Cybertruck in car wash mode may result in damage, for example to the charge port or windshield wipers. Damage caused by car washes is not covered by the warranty. Now, many have taken this and said that washing the Cybertruck voids your warranty. First off, that isn't true, because you definitely can wash this truck, it just has specifics. Second, it doesn't void your entire warranty. Void means the warranty is gone for the rest of the life of the truck. Whereas Tesla is saying that damage from a car wash, when car wash mode wasn't used, isn't covered specifically. The most obvious cases here would be for things that they mention like the charge port door, windshield wiper, or other moving pieces. If something brushes along the charge port door in the car wash and then it opens, then the car wash breaks that, it's something that would have been prevented by using car wash mode. With that said, the list of cautions for washing the Cybertruck is pretty ridiculous, and while this doesn't, quote, void the warranty, it's a really weird thing regardless. The Cybertruck is tough thanks to its stainless steel, but for proper care, you must use car wash mode, not wash in direct sunlight, not use windshield treatment fluids, and a number of other things. Regarding the Cybertruck's self-driving capability, Tesla has only been selling Foundation Series trucks with a $20,000 upcharge. On the Cybertruck website, you can see purchase prices of $60,990, $79,990, and $99,990 for the Cybertruck. Today, they are only shipping the top 2 trims, and they include a $20,000 upcharge for the Foundation Series. This is an upcharge since it's an early run. It comes with a bunch of accessories and includes Tesla's full self-driving package. When this launched, FSD was $12,000, so that kind of made sense, but the Cybertruck still does not have any lane-keeping ability today. And it still says that the feature is coming in a future update. And back in December, Elon Musk said, quote, Cybertruck is necessarily lowest priority for FSD, as there are only a few hundred Cybertrucks in the field compared to around 5 million other Teslas. Now he has reiterated this notion, saying we must focus on FSD for the other 99% of the fleet. Cybertruck FSD is a few months away. To this, Dirty Tesla had a good point, saying, can I return my Cybertruck FSD for $12,000 and repurchase it for $8,000? That's because FSD today is $4,000 cheaper. So these customers essentially paid the $12,000 price tag for it, included in the $20,000 Foundation Series markup, and it hasn't come in any form to the Cybertruck. It's still months away. As with most things in this video, this can point one of 2 ways. On the one side, these issues confirm to people who didn't want this truck that they don't want this truck. Makes sense. For those who do want this truck, though, it points to the fact that patience really could pay off here. It's not a stretch to say that these early owners are paying extra money to beta test this truck. So many owners are experiencing hardware and software issues with the Cybertruck, and they're all things that Tesla is going to fix in time. They have the advantage that many people want this truck regardless and will put up with their issues, but it still shouldn't be how it works for a $100,000 or $120,000 vehicle. I have to say, I have kind of been on board with getting an early Cybertruck. It's a blast to drive, would be fun to have, and I could review it on this channel. But after researching for this video, I think I'm gonna have to wait. The $20,000 Foundation Series upcharge at this point is a lot, and soon this truck will be available at Tesla's normal pricing. At that point, I could subscribe to FSD for $99 a month if I really want it. On top of that, as more Cybertrucks hit the road, this vehicle will get over its initial upcharge when being resold, and will actually start depreciating. There will also be the rear-wheel drive version at $60,990, looking exactly the same as all other trims. The biggest thing of all, though, is that if I wait, I probably won't have to deal with anything that we've talked about today. Tesla does iterate and improve. I purchased a 2022 Model Y and it has been flawless for me. Night and day from the experience I had in my 2020 Model Y, as I mentioned. I don't think it's how it should work, and I wish Tesla delivered flawless cars from the start, but it's just how they do things. With such a radically different product like the Cybertruck as well, it's bound to happen to a degree. With that said, what is your opinion on the Cybertruck after watching this? The situation is actually a bit worse than I personally expected. Since we see so many articles about issues that aren't really problems, like rust, it's easy to think it's actually going fine, but clearly many owners are experiencing the early Tesla VIN woes. But would you still buy a Cybertruck, or is this making you hold off on your plans of getting one? Leave a comment below to let me know your thoughts. In the meantime, if you want to see the latest for Tesla's AI, you can check out that video linked up here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.